Assalamu alaikum, hello everyone. My name is Mohammed Amin and I'm official representative at NC Solicitors. Today's video is going to be on Australia, and we all know that Western Australia has planned to open up the international borders from 5th of Feb 2022. But the new case, the first case of Mcgowan variant has landed in Western Australia. So what changes are going to occur there and how Western Australia is going to react, we are going to discuss this in this particular video, so kindly do watch the full video. And for all those people who haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly subscribe the channel so that you can get the latest information on daily and regular basis. Now the first case has been announced on Thursday that has landed in Australia, Western Australia, as far as Mcgowan variant is concerned. And the immediate question was that what Western Australia is going to do now. Are they going to open up the international borders on 5th of Feb 2022 or not? This was the straightforward question asked to Mr. Mcgowan, who is the state premier of Western Australia. And it was the exact question that whether you are going to open up the international borders on 5th of Feb 2022 or not. And his response was, Mr. Mcgowan said if community spread had taken hold, the outbreak would make the reopening date redundant. I hope we make it to February 5th with no community spread of the virus, but obviously if we have community spread, then we need to reconsider everything, how we reopen, when we reopen, all those sorts of things he said. Basically he has said it all depends on the situation, that how it's gonna happen, how it's gonna move forward. If there is a community spread, right now it's only a single case, so they are not that much worried. But if there is a community spread, the whole of the situation will be re-evaluated. Western Australia is going to re-evaluate the whole situation. God forbid if there is a community spread, that when they will reopen and how they will reopen, each and everything will be reconsidered. So this is the news related to Western Australia border opening as far as 5th February 2022 is concerned. And on Wednesday, during a national cabinet meeting, Prime Minister Scott Morrisons questioned why some states were requiring people planning to travel interstate to have a negative PCR test prior to arrival. And because the PCR test for interstate travel, according to PM Scott Morrison, 1 in 1,000 was the positive case. If 1,000 people are going to a particular state and if they get the PCR test, there is only one case which is coming back as positive. So this basically statement basically means that PM Scott Morrison was trying to say that this puts a lot of pressure on the medical teams and on the medical staffs, which they basically don't want. 85% of vaccination rate almost is there in Australia right now, and the National Action Plan was that if they will cross 80%, they will open up the international border. So there is no need for the interstate travel to get the PCR negative test. It's kind of a stupid logic, or you can say it's unnecessary. It wasn't required at all, but some states are unfortunately doing that, which PM Scott Morrison has stated clearly that it is not required. After closing its borders to every other Australian jurisdiction, Western Australia plans to reopen its domestic and international borders in 6 weeks time at the vaccination rate of 90% will be there by 5th of Feb. Western Australia will be basically 90% vaccinated in age over 12. The double dose vaccination rate currently cites as 84%, 4% above the national required vaccination target to reopen COVID-19. Western Australia right now, as you all know, is the only state who has to reopen, right? Western Australia is that only state. All other states are open right now, but I don't know what to say. Western Australia is a bit you can say dodgy in this situation. They are not opening up the international borders, and mainly because they are confused or they are being extra cautious as far as COVID-19 is concerned. And Omicron variant, there are different research, different reports are there now, and they are saying that it's not that much dangerous if you are double vaccinated, and you are quite safe if you have the booster shot. Basically that is the third shot. If you already have the third shot, the booster shot, you are not in the hot water, you can say. It's not that dangerous if you have the booster shot as well. And Mr. Mcgowan ruled out a return of mass lockdowns. That's only a positive thing that he has said, that he has told the people, the community of Western Australia, that they are not going to move again towards the mass lockdowns, massive lockdowns, due to Western Australia high vaccination rate, but said restrictions could be extended or increased depending on whether further cases were detected. Each and everything, according to Mr. Mcgowan, depends on how the situations play out. If the community spread is going to be there, restrictions will be extended, but there will be no mass lockdowns, and including right. And so to conclude this video, The point is that Western Australia has now a single case of Omicron variant, which is a big thing for Western Australia. And if whether they will open up the international borders or not on 5th of February 2022, that totally depends on how the situation pan out. If there is, God forbid, community spread, the whole situation will be re-evaluated. And Mr. Mcgowan has categorically said that there will be no mass lockdowns even if there is a community spread, but restrictions will be extended. So fingers crossed for now, and inshallah there will be no problem. Borders will open up by Western Australia as well. Omicron variant, as I said earlier, according to the research, it's not that much dangerous. So inshallah there will be no issue at all, and Western Australia will open up their international borders by 5th Feb 2022. So I hope you like this video. Kindly do tell me in the comment section what are your views regarding this video, what are your views regarding the policies and how they're implementing, Western Australia is implementing them. And if you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section as well. Right? So thank you very much for your time. Take care. Allah Hafiz.